Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Football and welcome to another Champions League Fantasy Update. Now in this video, we are going to be discussing the best differentials under 5% ownership for match day 5. Now usually there's a lot of options to pick up from. Usually some of them don't work, some do work, but obviously because some of the teams have already gone through, as we'll see with the groups on screen right now, teams have already gone through, so some of the players could be rested, some of the players could be rotation risk. So I've picked out 3 players I think that will definitely start in match day 3 because match day 5, not match day 3. 3 players that will start in match day 5 because their groups are still open and they've been doing really well the previous weeks as well. So 3 players. As always, comment down below if there's any differential players you're looking at. And as always, make sure to hit the like button if this video is of any value. I'll really appreciate it. And subscribe as usual to support the channel. So let's get straight into it. The first player we are going to be talking about is Milan Screenia. Now, Milan Screenia, Inter Milan defender, obviously partners the likes of De Vrij over there, but De Vrij recently picked up an injury. I spoke about De Vrij in my other video in terms of watch list. I'll link it up in the YouTube card right now. You can check it out after this. And I did mention De Vrij currently has an injury, so if he doesn't play, Screenia is definitely the second best option from Inter Milan. He is a differential, is only owned by 2% at the moment. He has scored 24 points so far this season. 5.7 million is what he's going to cost you, and his next fixture is Shakhtar Donetsk at home. Now, his record so far has been brilliant. The last time he played against Shakhtar Donetsk, he scored 10 points. I did have him that week. I was playing I think it was my limitless chip that week, and I did have Screenia in instead of the likes of Dumfries, and it definitely worked out for me. 10 points is what he scored in match day 2. Now, done very well already this season. He's kept a couple of clean sheets. And not only that, Shakhtar have only scored 1 goal in the 4 games so far this season. So traveling to Inter Milan, will they really win the game? Will they really score a goal? I actually don't think so. I think Inter Milan will win this game and they will probably keep a clean sheet. So let's take a look at Inter Milan's group. Let's take a look at Inter Milan's group. As you can see, Real Madrid are on 9 points. I'd expect them to beat Sheriff. That will take them to 12 points. Inter Milan are currently on 7. So if they beat Shakhtar, they are already through alongside Real Madrid. So that it will be 12 points and 10 points. And then on the final game, they'll both be fighting for top of the table. But Inter Milan need a win in this game to qualify out of the group. So Screenia, they need a clean sheet. He's an attacking threat as well. He's good at ball recovery. He's not as good as some other players, but he can do the job for you as well. And he also scored a goal in match day 4 against Sheriff. So attacking threat is there, as I said. So Milan Screenia is the first option I've picked out as a differential option. The second player I'm going to be talking about is Danjuma. Now, this is a player I currently still have in my team. Villarreal midfielder, 6.4 million is what is going to cost you. 4% ownership at the time of recording. His next fixture will be Manchester United at home. Now, usually you'd say Manchester United at home, that's definitely not a good fixture, but it has turned out to be. Manchester United have conceded 7 goals in the 4 games so far, including 1 to Villarreal at Old Trafford. They conceded 2 times against Atalanta at home and 2 times against Atalanta away from home. And they also conceded 2 goals to Young Boys. So Manchester United are definitely not good defensively. And if you check Danjuma's stats this season, they've been incredible. He was recently just signed from a championship team, Bournemouth in England. And he was doing pretty well there, but I did not expect him to have that much of an impact for Villarreal. Before you take a look at his stats, let's take a look at where Villarreal is in the group right now. Obviously, United are topping that group with 7 points, Villarreal with 7 points as well, Atalanta with 5 points. So Villarreal, if they win this game, what a win it would be for them. Basically, this group is a very open group. United, Villarreal, Atalanta can both still go through. Even Young Boys, the 2 wins and other results going their way, they could still go through both. So I usually like these groups that are still open. Villarreal beat United. They're well and truly through because their next game will be, yes, away to Atalanta, but all they'll basically need is a draw to ensure qualification as top of the group. So Villarreal will be looking to get this win. Last time out when they played against United, they did quite well, but United scored a last-minute win and they beat them, but they did miss a few chances. Danjuma has also recently played for Netherlands and he's done so well. But in the Champions League so far this season, he assisted and also got player of the match in matchday 2 against United. He assisted against Young Boys in matchday 3. He also got a goal against Young Boys in matchday 4. So he's not really blanked. He's not really blanked this season. He's always contributing every now and then. So even if you get an assist from him, 5.6 points, that's good. And he's already picked up player of the match the last time they played against United. So Danjuma, Manchester United at home, I think that's a good fixture for him. So that is my second option. The third option comes from the same group as well. Duvan Zapata, Atalanta forward, 9.7 million is what is going to cost you, 1% ownership at the time of recording. And his next fixture is Young Boys away from home. So Atalanta, basically, as you can see with the United and Villarreal, as I've already spoken about it, if Villarreal and United draw, that will be 8 points for both. And if Atalanta beat Young Boys, that will be 3 teams on 8 points. So Zapata, even going into matchday 6, will still be a good option. So if you're bringing him in on your wildcard or you're making a transfer and bringing him in, it's still a very, very good option because the group is wide open and there's no risk of bringing in him for this week and then he scores and then they win the game and then in matchday 6, you're worrying about rotation. No, I think he'll start both match days. He scored and assisted against Manchester United in matchday 4. He also assisted the last time they played against Young Boys, in matchday 2. And I do like their fixtures. Young Boys away from home and Villarreal at home. I do like the fixtures. So these are 2 games they need to win if they're going to go through. So Duvan Zapata is my third option. Now, what a game he had against Man United in matchday 4. He literally bullied Maguire in that game. So I'm looking at him as well. He will cost you a bit of money, 9.7 million. So limitless cheap if you want a differential striker this week because players like Firmino are injured. Players like Lewandowski could be rotated. You could go for someone like Zapata away from home to Young Boys. And Young Boys, as I said, this group is full of teams who've been conceding goals, especially United and Young Boys. And also Atalanta, to be fair, they've conceded the same number of goals as Man United. So Young Boys, they've not kept a clean sheet so far this season. So I do expect Atalanta to get on the score sheet. So those are my 3 options on the differential topic. The first one is Milan Screenia of Inter Milan, a defender. The second one is Danjuma of Villarreal, a midfielder. And the third option is Zapata of Atalanta, a forward. So I've provided differential for all 3 positions. I'll be back again with another video talking about the budget options. By the time you're watching this, it could be out. If it's already out, I'll link it up in the YouTube card. And the links will also be in the description. Make sure to join the league. Make sure to check out the other links as well. There's the link code that's 83UVQC0809. But as of now, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe. I always appreciate you guys if you subscribe. Trying to get to that 500 very, very soon. So yeah, keep staying safe and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.